Hi, this is Tim Costa with Green State TV, and today we have Henry Miller, who is the Robert Wesson Fellow in Scientific Philosophy and Public Policy at Stanford University's Hoover Institution. And we're going to speak with him today about a lot of the common misconceptions that people have concerning organic versus conventional farming. The first of those being pesticides. A lot of people believe that organic farmers don't use pesticides, when actually it's quite contrary to that.
Because many consumers who purchase organic do it in order to avoid pesticide residues, it's worth examining whether that is a good rationale. It turns out that it is not. And there are several reasons. For one thing, organic farmers use pesticides of their own. Many of them are toxic, many of them are very long-lived in the environment, but they're just different ones from those that are commercially licensed.
So if a consumer wants to buy organic to have a lower amount of pesticides in their diet, how big of an impact does this really have?
Consumers who decide to buy organic in order to avoid pesticide residues are really focusing on 0.01% of the pesticide in their diets, which does not make a lot of sense.
So what's the impact of this, and what does it really mean?
Those facts effectively debunk the notion that avoiding pesticide residues is a sound rationale for the added expense of organic purchases.
Mr. Miller brings up some great points, but is it true that it's better for the environment if we use organic products?
Another rationale that many consumers cite for purchasing organic, even if they understand that there's no advantage to avoid pesticides or they embrace the myth that there's better nutrition, is that it's quote unquote the right thing for the environment. Well, that turns out to be yet another rationale that fails.
Well, how come? I mean, it's got to be better, right?
Organic agriculture is wasteful of land and water and has significantly lower yields consistently, characteristically 20 to 50% lower than conventional agriculture. And this places tremendous stresses on the environment. A British meta-analysis of environmental effects showed that there are significant stresses that organic agriculture imposes. Increased ammonia emissions, increased nitrogen oxide emissions, enhanced eutrophication, waterways, and so on. So this is yet another rationale that fails.
So if organic pesticides aren't better for the environment, are they better for the people working in the agriculture industry?
Organic agriculture, which eschews the use of commercial herbicides, often requires weeding by hand. And hand weeding is tremendously labor intensive and brutal to farm workers. In developing countries in particular, but also in California, it often falls to women and children.
So what's the bottom line in all of this then?
The bottom line then is save your money. It's more humane, it's more economical, it's better for the environment to buy conventional and to reject organic.